Here she comes, looking in great form. She in good form?
Yeah, very good.
Wow. Had a word with Alex, and he said the ground's likely not to be that great, but we've got to give it a go. But she looks really well, and even walking she's pulling away from me. Leader.
Put my mask on.
Slightly as expected, was it? I mean, with the horrible ground.
Yeah, the ground wasn't ideal. She's just not as comfortable on it. Even going to the start, she's sort of going through it because she has to go through it. You know, she's jumped really well, to be fair to her.
She jumps quite she's quite nimble, isn't she?
Yeah, very much so. And you know, she's very organised with her jumping. You don't have to do a huge amount really on her. You know, but she stuck to it well, and she stuck to her guns nicely to hold on to her further. But you know, she was beaten from wind purposes. You know, leaving the back. Just on this ground, she just can't quicken like she can on the better ground.
Was this ground like the Kelso ground?
Oh, well, no, much worse.
Worse?
Yeah, she got away with it, Kelso, and, you know, this is properly heavy. And, you know, I know it was for frost, but they have inspected, and it's probably still a little bit in there, and it's quite hard work. So, but we know we can rule it out now. We know we don't have to come back to that. And, you know, going forward, we're on a nice mark to go handicapping, you know.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was worth giving it a go, wasn't it?
Yeah, look, it was a gamble. We thought the race was winnable. The quandary was the ground, and I think we've sort of put that one to bed once and for all now, really. We're just trying to find better ground for us. So I'd suggest holiday and then bring it back to the better ground.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a bad. It's always disappointing not to win, but it wasn't a bad run, really.
No, not at all. You know, I know she's probably beaten further than we necessarily would have liked, but you know, it is a penalty on ground that we know she isn't as effective on.
Yeah.
She doesn't give herself necessarily easy races because she doesn't really travel early on, and because of that, you're at her for a good mile, and. You know, I suppose if you could argue that Kelso is probably not that long ago in comparison to what we would have liked, but it was the right race to come to. And if you're going to have a go with a penalty, this is the sort of race you want to be in. So she's finishing the first three. You can't really knock her. She's very consistent. So hopefully more to come.
Great. Anyway, roll on better ground.
Yeah. Simple as that. Roll on better ground, and look, I think she's nicely handicapped off her mark. So good.
You never say that too loudly. Thank you very much.
The great thing is she's the one they're going to rate the race around, so it should be fine.
Yeah. Happy New Year.
And you. Cheers.
Good.